Hey everybody, we need to talk about blogs. I know you don't want to, but we need to talk about blogs. This last Friday, I just taught a blog workshop for a local nonprofit here in Reno named Urban Roots. They were amazing. We also had some of my business friends come in and watch. Overall, the audience was really fired up as soon as they realized that this wasn't just a boring blog workshop. Blogs are one of those funny, weird things where I always say it's like your secret weapon that you've been hiding on your website this whole time and you've never known you have. I encourage everybody to get into their blogs and start using them right away. And the sooner you're using your blogs effectively, meaning building authority on Google, that's the entire point, you're going to win the game. And you're going to get Google to see you as an authority and start driving traffic to your website. Once people get to your website, you only have about 3 seconds to win that conversation. So if you have any questions on that, just reach out to Pegasus Online and we're here to help you out. Overall, I'm just going to give you my fresh thoughts on why blogging is so important and kind of go through some examples in this video. Let's go into Google and I'll explain why Google is connected with this whole blogging thing at the end of the day. So let's jump in here. I'm going to type in some things and see if we can get some good results that can kind of lay out everything. So let's try DUI lawyer in Reno. Okay, so we have a sponsored result. That's good. So that's a click ad. We have a organic listing. That's really good. We have a sponsored result here in the local map pack. That's good. Then we have people also ask. And that's good. Okay, this is a great search. So it's kind of giving us a bunch of different ways to view this. So on this page, most things are being impacted by your blog content. It just blows my mind. So if we go through here, sponsored results, not at all. That's click ads. This organic listing here, 100% SEO. This is using your blog. SEO, search engine optimization, really, really, really important to use this. So yeah, so this one is really good. Local map pack, not so much. I mean, it can be verified by the address. What people also ask, this is directly pulled from people's questions inside of blogs. This is great. So your blogs are impacting that. Your blogs are impacting this. So yeah, it's a fantastic way to get your site seen. In other words, we're talking about authority here. You know, the big concept here is you need to make your website the authority for Google. When Google is looking to direct traffic one place or another, they're going to be sending people to websites that they feel have authority. And I'm talking about they, right? It's an algorithm at the end of the day. But the idea is that Google is like a library. And when somebody walks into Google, they're going to say, hey, I need a book on coffee, or I need a book on this recipe, or I need a book on this. They're all trying to solve problems in their own world. But the important thing is Google's got to turn around and look at the trillions of books on the stacks behind and decide what 13 books it's going to pull up and put in front of that person. That is a difficult thing. Some people pay to get their book to the top, but if you're blogging, you're getting your book up there for free. And you're building authority and you're allowing Google to fully understand the scope and all the services you provide in your business. So my big question is, why aren't we all blogging more? This is crazy. There's another question here about, what do I blog if I need to blog? I don't want you to blog about recipes if you are a business owner, or your vacations you're on. You also don't want to blog about your life on the internet. Typical photos of my dog, or here's what we did last weekend, or photos of my baby. Those are all fine, for your personal website, but for your business, why are you wasting your time writing about that? Google has no idea how to connect you to the problems people are trying to solve on the internet on a daily basis. So if you're not answering those questions that people have, the problems in their world, and how your business can solve and be the solution for a lot of those, then you're absolutely just wasting your time. So I'd fully recommend you start writing about the problems your customers have and how you solve them. You're an authority in this anyway. People call you and they want to know how you can fix it. Just write it all down. Just put it there. Google will now know to connect you to that problem. It's a brilliant way to build authority overall. The big thing to take away here before I leave this Google results page is the big killer for businesses is invisibility. If you're not showing up on the first page here, you're basically invisible. Most people are going to be clicking out of this first page and they're going to be trusting whatever Google puts in front of them. Your blog allows you to get to the top of that. It's not instant and you're not going to get these results overnight, but think of it as an investment. Every time you submit a blog, it's like a little deposit in the bank. And over time, you're going to start seeing returns on that investment. So how should I find a topic to write about? Like if I can't talk about my family and I can't talk about vacations and I can't talk about whatever, then what should I talk about? So let's dive in here. So I'm going to open up a pro tool. This is called SEMrush. And I'm just going to type in DUI lawyer. And we'll search for a couple things. This is really good. So here we're getting some good results. Lawyers are very local and specific, so you might want to put in your local area here too. But just for the sake of the purposes of this conversation here, we want to focus in on what we're getting here. So we're getting the volume. This is total US. Volume is great. Cost per click is high. I've actually seen that higher. But right here, this is the keyword ideas. So you could write your blogs around these keywords here. Okay, so let's try a different one. Let's try coffee shop. There we go. Coffee shop. Okay, keyword difficulty, very difficult. This is very hard to get into. But here we can kind of look at what keywords are popping up here. So it's very difficult for you to show up here, but man, look at the volume of people searching for this. And then look over here, questions. These are just low-hanging fruit. Keyword difficulty, KD, that's what that means. It's how difficult it is to get your post or your content to be seen by Google. Or not seen by Google, but seen as an authority by Google. So these right here are how to start a coffee shop. That's low-hanging fruit. Although, if you're doing that, you're wasting your time, I guess. How to open a coffee shop, AM radio coffee shop. How to start a coffee shop. So these are all about starting coffee shops. Near me. Let's try that. Let's see. I saw that keyword over there, but I kind of want to see 100% difficult. Ooh, it's very tough. It's a tough market to get into. All right. Okay, so let's do a different one. What should we do? Bike shop. It's funny, I have always wanted to work with a bike shop client. I keep, for whatever reason, using them as an example in my graphics and stuff as a great client to work with. But here we go. So keyword difficulty, bike shop, really tough to get into. And so here you could start writing into these topics. Bike shop near me. You could say best bike shop. Bike shop. Let's try a different topic. Okay, so maybe plumber. Plumber. I love picking on plumbers for research because look at this stuff. Emergency plumber near me. That is some low-hanging fruit. Emergency plumber near me. This is great. And then how to become a plumber. These don't really match. Take to become a plumber. When was indoor plumbing invented? Oh, that's fun. Oh, that is super low-hanging fruit. Imagine you're the plumber and you get to answer that question and build authority in your local area. That's kind of what this is all about. Is just telling Google that you can help solve people's problems. That's the exciting thing. Okay, cool. So let's try a different tool. I love that tool, but let's try this tool. This tool is called Answer the Public. I'm a graphic designer. I love how this gets laid out once you type things in. So let's try plumber. You're going to see something really cool here. Look at that. How neat is this? Okay, so we have all the search results going all the way around. And when you hover over, we can actually see the volume and then the cost per click, CPC. So we have a lot of volume overall with the plumbing search term. It looks like some people are shopping for plumber's tape and things like that. Looks like we have some social media hashtags and just taglines, it looks like we can use. So plumber near me, things like that. Wow, look at the volume, 1 million on that. And then up here, AI, because this is the new thing, new kid on the block. People are going to AI to solve their problems. Google's afraid of this. So they're trying to solve the problem too. So, because at the end of the day, their goal isn't to just make stupid amounts of money. They're trying to solve your problem as quickly as possible. The sooner they solve your problem, the better it is for you and for them and everybody all around. And hopefully you click on a sponsored ad along the way. Okay, so look at this. Plumber supply near me, that wouldn't matter. Plumber snake drain, that would be good low-hanging fruit, it looks like. And then plumber emergency near me, that'd be good. Plumber near me, emergency. Plumber snake, plumber company, plumber store, don't care about that. Plumber service, that would be good. Plumber tape. I'm pretty sure that would just be people trying to fix pipes. But you kind of get the point here, is you want to go through these, find topics and start writing around them. The next step is to kind of think about, when you're writing a topic, to actually expand out on that topic and write other subjects around that, and then do interlinking between each of those blogs. That would be very powerful. All right, let's go over here now. So I wanted to go through, this is an article I found on the Google search results page. And it kind of goes through what each of these pieces mean, which is really cool. Because I've been in this business for years, and they all have fun little names and things like that. So when we're looking at this overall search results page, this map pack is not being impacted by your blog. It's being verified in a way, the address. The sponsored result here is not, but everything else is being impacted by your blogs. So that's really, really, really cool to know moving forward when you start blogging. So that's kind of my video. That's all I wanted to get into, is tell you to get out there and start blogging, and how to find a topic and just get in there and start typing away. If you need a AI tool to help you out with that, this is just because I'm me. I love creating AI tools. You can go down to the bottom of this blog that I created, ironically. It's a sample blog for the workshop. And you can go to the bottom of this, and right here, you're going to find a guided AI SEO blog builder prompt, which is really, really fun. So you can just take this entire piece out, and it's really fun. I know we're talking about blogging still, but blogging can be fun. Okay, so we're going to pop it into AI here using ChatGPT, and it's just going to do the magic right now. It's going to ask me one question at a time. What type of business is this for? Plumber. Be more verbose than I right here. But the idea is you want to give it as much information as you can. And actually, if you don't give it enough information, it'll sidestep and ask you that question again. It's kind of fun. So who's the primary audience for this blog? People who need plumbers. And so it'll ask me third question, and I'll just do that over and over and over again up until we get to 15 questions, and then it'll spit out a blog for you. Don't just paste it, please. Don't just copy and paste it. Actually go through it. Make sure it's not hallucinating or anything. It's a great tool. It gets you most of the way there. It does all the heavy lifting. I kind of think of it as like, it's like one of those giant shovels, you know, that's moving a lot of dirt. At the end of the day, though, you need a smaller shovel to kind of finish things out. So think of this as the giant shovel on the excavator, and then you need that smaller shovel afterwards, and that's your eyeballs and fingertips typing into your keyboard, cleaning everything up. So use this tool, get yourself 90% there, and then go through and just polish it up. Make sure to add images, make sure to optimize those images, and make sure also, please, do not just copy images from the internet. You have to have a license for those images and put them in your blog. But all that helps. And also add a caption and all that good stuff too. If you have any questions about how to get your website seen, get your business more visibility, I'm a visibility expert. I can help you with that. My business, mypegasusonline.com, can help you out. Please go to that website if you have any questions and you want to check anything out. Please also like and subscribe down below. That means a ton. I'm going to be putting out more of these videos every single month or week or whatever. I'm just starting this thing out, so we're going to see where this goes. This is my first and worst video. So woohoo. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.